I couldn't live and I couldn't die. And I had no hope ever. Every day was a continuous getting, using, and running out with drugs. The lie that my disease told me over and over and over was that if you don't use drugs, you will die. And so that was this constant, repetitive, obsessive thought that I had in my head 24/7. I was living in Spanish Fork with my 3 oldest kids, and it was trash day. And where we lived on the road, it was just a 2-lane road. And I went out that night to bring in the trash cans, and a semi-truck was coming. And so I had the split-second decision that I was going to just walk out in front of the semi-truck and end it all because I had had enough. And right as that semi-truck driver was coming, my son JJ turned on the porch light and told me that he asked me what was for dinner. And I decided that I wouldn't do it then, but that night is when I decided that I was going to kill myself, or that God needed to help me because I couldn't go on like this anymore. February 2nd, my family had an intervention for me. And they said that you need treatment, like you're a disaster, you have a problem. And I was like, okay. So then I got in the car and then I showed up to Lionsgate February 2nd at like 11:30. And that's when my clean date is February 3rd. What has helped me stay in recovery on the outside of treatment is I make my bed every single day. When I was in my addiction, I never ate. And so like residential taught me to eat 3 meals a day and cook those 3 meals a day. Residential taught me that you do your laundry, that you do chores. It also taught me to be vulnerable. That was the first place that I learned that it's okay to be vulnerable. I learned how to be honest, open-minded, and willing, and I learned in treatment that I have a part to play in my addiction. I have a disease, but I have a part to play in it, and so I look at situations now that happen in my life, like what is the part that I played in that situation? In my addiction, I only felt lost, hopeless, despair, and just wanting to die. And today, I have this beautiful gift of emotional balance where I get to feel the love from my kids, the love from my family, the love from other recovering addicts. Because before I didn't feel anything at all. And today I get to feel everything, and I get to watch me build back these relationships that I ruined with my kids and my family and my siblings. Today I get to build these beautiful, emotionally connected relationships with them, and they get to call me and I answer, and we get to have these beautiful conversations, and I get to hold their hand and walk them through. My daughter just broke up with her boyfriend, and so I get to be there for that. And like in my addiction, I hated myself. I hated my skin. I remember like wanting to like unzip myself and like walk out of it because I hated it so much. But today, like, I love myself. Yes, I have the normal job, the normal bills, the normal stress, but because I love myself and I've learned how to deal with my feelings, I don't stack up feelings anymore. And so when situations happen, I know how to handle them now, and so I walk through my day with integrity and grace, and life still happens. I mean, it's not perfect. It's so enjoyable now though, and so I handle those trials and the feelings with as much grace and integrity as I can. If someone is out there and you've tried to quit 1,000,000 times all by yourself, or promised yourself that you were not going to do drugs tomorrow, Lionsgate is the place that you will be the safest. This is where you will get help, and you really, truly will not have to do drugs tomorrow. My name is Tiffany Jacobs. My recovery date is February 3rd, 2021, and I went to Lionsgate and I graduated the whole program.